Something unusual happened in Scotland recently. Prince William and Princess Kate didn't just show up for a quick photo op. They spent the day fully immersed in Scottish culture, heritage, and community life. And the way they did it has people talking. Their day began at one of Scotland's most iconic landmarks, the Kelpies. These giant horse sculptures are more than just art. They represent strength, history, and the spirit of Scotland. It's the kind of symbol that instantly tells you, this visit isn't about politics or pomp. It's about identity. From there, they moved to a place that's all about Scotland's history, the National Curling Academy. Now, curling might seem like a niche sport to some people, but it's deeply Scottish. It dates back to the 16th century, and it's still a huge part of the country's sporting heritage. And that's exactly why William and Kate were there. They weren't just meeting athletes. They were shining a spotlight on something that belongs to Scotland, a sport that helped shape its identity. They met Team GB and Paralympics GB curling teams, and the atmosphere was warm, energetic, and honestly, a little competitive. Because the royals didn't just watch, they tried it themselves. And the moment they stepped onto the ice, the whole tone changed. They were laughing, trying not to slip, and giving it their best shot like total beginners. It was relatable. It was human. And then came the twist that made everyone smile. Princess Kate's team won. A royal victory in a sport most people don't even know the rules of. But the real win wasn't the game. It was the message. This was a reminder that the royal family isn't just about ceremonies and traditions. They're also trying to connect with the people and celebrate the culture that makes Scotland unique. After curling, they moved on to Stirling. But this wasn't a glamorous palace visit. They went to Radical Weavers, a weaving studio with a mission. This place is designed to tackle social isolation and support people who have faced trauma and loss. Here's the thing. This wasn't just about watching artisans at work. It was about understanding how creativity can actually heal people. Kate and William learned about the weaving process, and Kate even sat down at a traditional loom to try weaving herself. It was a powerful moment because it showed that the Princess of Wales isn't just interested in fashion or appearances. She genuinely wanted to highlight the British textile industry and the joy that comes from working in creative fields. When Kate tried weaving, she wasn't doing it for the cameras. She was doing it because it mattered, and the people around her noticed that. It was the kind of moment that feels quiet, but actually speaks volumes. Because when you watch that scene, you realize something important. The royals are trying to show that tradition isn't stuck in the past. It's alive. It's a living part of people's lives. And the next stop on their journey proved that even more. They visited the Gothenburg, known locally as the Goth, a community-run pub. Now, this is not your average pub. The profits are funneled back into the community, supporting local projects and people. The royal couple met with the owner and local community members, and the energy there felt real. It wasn't staged. It wasn't scripted. It was community, pure and simple. And during their time there, Princess Kate received a hand-knit teddy bear, a gift that took hours, maybe even days, to make. She remarked that it must have taken a long time. And that moment was so touching because it wasn't just a gift. It was a symbol of care, of patience, of creativity, and of the deep connection between people in a community. This visit was more than a royal tour. It was a carefully chosen message. Because the royals didn't just visit Scotland. They participated in Scotland. They celebrated the country's heritage, supported its traditions, and highlighted the strength of its communities. It was a day that showed the world that Scotland's culture is not just something to admire from afar. It's something to be lived, shared, and protected. And if you look closely, you can see why this visit mattered so much. It wasn't about power. It wasn't about fame. It was about belonging. And that's the real story behind the Scotland trip. A royal couple stepping into a community, learning, connecting, and showing that heritage is something you carry with you, not something you simply observe. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to like and subscribe for more royal updates. And tell us in the comments, which moment surprised you the most? Was it Kate winning at curling? Or the quiet power of that hand-knit teddy bear? Let us know.